Okay, you figured it out. But now you're like, well, I don't really understand how to do branding and imagery. You don't? Let me help you out for a minute. You know that you can do your own branding and imagery? It usually starts with you determining what you want. What do you want to create out of your brand? Do you want your brand to be a personal brand, meaning you're using you as the brand? Do you want to create an avatar? Like I mentioned in the previous video, you can create an avatar and develop a image. A lot of people are doing these AI individuals that is your likeness, because Facebook, come on, we all got addicted to Bitmojis. But you know what? I like playing around with Bitmojis, and I'm gonna do something where I play around with the Bitmoji because I want to create a different type Bitmoji. I'm gonna go back and look at my old Bitmojis from Facebook. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna play around, do something, because I'm an artist. I like to create things. Do something unusual. Do something different. That can become an avatar. See how that works? Because Bitmoji is a style in AI. So whatever you desire to do, play around with it. Make it sharp. Make it whatever it is that you want to do. And create a character that can become an avatar for you. That's just a suggestion for you. But what you want to do, if you're going to do branding 101, figure out your color scheme. You don't want to pick 15 colors. I'm sorry, I'm guilty. I do about 15 different colors. See, what it is they tell you when you're doing a branding strategy that anything you do should horizontally align with itself. Listen to me carefully. Horizontally align with itself. Let's just use the colors that you're looking at in your screen right now. You're looking at me. What do you see in the image you're looking at right now? You see me. My hair is a brownish color. This has dark colors in it, or darkness in the center. Then you see the tanness of my face and green. So let's use those 4 colors. Dark brown, tan, caramel, and green. Those are branding colors. If you wanted to do a 5th, you could take the cream color on the wall behind me. Maybe you don't want green, you want the cream color on the wall, because all of that lines up with itself. But you've now come up with a color palette. Anything that you create using that color palette will be associated with your branding image. So now you figure out what sequence of base. I love Adobe Spark, because Adobe Spark, once you create, they have this rotating thing that when you're doing an image with Adobe Spark, that if it has like 5 colors in it, they'll pick the most recent colors that you use and they'll put that to the side. So if you have like the colors that I just said, dark brown or tan, caramel, green, cream, they will mix that and you can rotate those colors around to create different sets of branding images. Maybe you have, you want to do a logo using those 5 colors. The great part about it is because you have 5 colors, you can play around with that. Most people will tell you try not to go through 5 colors. They probably limit you down to 2 to 3. Because it's just easier for people to take that in. But because I said like tan, caramel are so close to each other, cream. Now you can do all 3 of those colors and X out the dark color and the green. You can just do the green and the dark color depending on what branding. If you're doing anything in relation to money, do green and black or green and white. You could even do caramel and green, but green needs to be in it if it's money. You understand what I'm saying? So then when you create your avatar. If you're creating an avatar, the avatar needs to be that same color scheme. You see how that works? The avatar is always going to be dressed in green if they're in relation to money. They're going to use, remember that person? It was somebody on YouTube. She used to have hair similar to this. And she would always wear green lipstick, green earrings, green clothes, green nail polish. She interviewed, it was either Barack or Michelle Obama in an interview. I don't even remember what her name is. I remember seeing how her business demised, though. She came on and did an interview on YouTube with somebody talking about how they lost all their money. This is why you need to set yourself up from the jump to protect yourself so that you are not losing all your money when you develop your own brand. Okay? Now, with that being said, what is it that you're going to create? You're going to create an avatar. You can play around with creating avatars in Bing because you can create something that just is something to play around with that color scheme. You can create rooms. You can create logos. You can create all of these things. You're making a mood board. What did I always tell you? You go to Bing to do what? Get artistic inspiration for your color scheme. Maybe you're doing candles. Your candles are going to have that same color palette because everybody likes them. So it's a nice little caramel color candle, a little gold candle. And I seen somebody take AI and do an embossed, carved out candle. Boy, that thing looks so cute. But you're creating mood boards for whatever it is that you're creating that fits that color scheme that you're developing. You are creating your brand's image. You see how that works? Is it making sense to you? Then when you do articles, you're going to have a logo of some sort. Make it clean, make it polished. Meaning if you're going to do cream, you're going to have the cream. Maybe it's a cream outline around a circle with a font in cream. But the background is in this caramel color of my skin. And it has little, maybe it's got green leaves on it. And in order to make it stand out, you got a black framed background.